It is regrettable that the leadership of the executive and also the legislature in the recent public declarations have threatened not to obey court orders because of corruption. These threats and declarations are extremely serious and a monumental assault to the Constitution. It is also an assault to the rule of law and the very stability of the nation, and can lead to chaos and anarchy in our motherland. When judges are attacked publicly and they are hearing a matter, live matters, they feel intimidated. They feel harassed. They feel like they are being ordered to rule in a certain way. Actually, they get embarrassed. Because if you rule this way, they will say it's because you are told off. If you rule the other way, it's like, look, we told you. You see? So this is why we have a principle in law that is called sub judice. When the matter is pending in court, in as much as possible, let us not discuss it in public domain, because the judges are not in that public domain. It is meant to influence them, and it is wrong. That's a principle in the common law of sub judice, to observe sub judice. So I would urge our politicians to stop discussing live matters in public, to allow the judiciary, to allow the judges and judicial officers to engage with the matters objectively and deal with those matters according to the evidence and according to the law. And if somebody is dissatisfied, to follow the appeal mechanism, because this is how we structured the Constitution. And it was a painful process. The declaration that they will no longer obey court orders and the subsequent actual defiance of the orders granted by the courts are untenable and amount to contempt of court. And if this course is allowed to continue unabated, we are on the precipice of a constitutional crisis that can lead to untold civil strife. The judiciary and the Judicial Service Commission cannot countenance this and will not be part of it. It is not lost to the Commission that the robes that we wear as judges and judicial officers magnify the conduct. We are supposed to stand out, meaning judges and judicial officers must be held to the higher ethical standards if they are to keep the trust and confidence of the people that we serve. The Code of Conduct, which was formulated from the provisions of Article 168, 1B of the Constitution, obligates judges to preserve the integrity of the judiciary and to avoid even the appearance of impropriety. Thus, the decisions of a judge or a judicial officer made in the course of the discharge of judicial function cannot be questioned except through review or through an appeal. And a judge is not liable in an action or suit in respect of anything done or omitted to be done in good faith in the lawful performance of a judicial function. It is also important to remind ourselves and the members of the public that 3 judges left the judiciary in the year 2023. 1 judge opted to exit the service through early retirement instead of facing the tribunal. 2 judges were subjected to the tribunal process established by the Constitution, and they have since been removed from the Judicial Service. In the last 2 financial years, the Commission also considered 85 disciplinary cases against judicial officers and staff. 2 judicial officers were dismissed from service, while 5, owing to the evidence provided and through a thorough consideration by the Commission, were absolved and reinstated back to the service. 2 cases against judicial officers are pending determination by the Commission. The Commission has also dismissed 71 judicial staff from the service, while 5 were reinstated. The nature of disciplinary cases that the Commission has handled include soliciting for bribes or corruption, financial malpractice, absence from duty, acting without jurisdiction, desertion or absconding from duty, forgery of academic certificates, dereliction of duty, negligence in handling court exhibits, disappearance of court files, substance abuse. As a matter of fact, we have had 4 judicial officers dismissed because of substance abuse, intoxication, and other reasons that have been given to the officers. Information detailing the petition and complaints handled by the Commission is captured in the Judicial Service Commission's annual report, which is always submitted to the President and to the Parliament. The same report is also transmitted to the public by way of the State of the Judiciary and Administration of Justice annual report, which we rendered to the nation in November. And the same way that report is transmitted to the President, it is also transmitted to the Parliament, and we are obligated to publish it in the Kenyan Gazette, which we did. It is also available in the Judiciary website and also the JSC website. In addition, we want to assure the public that the Commission is committed to providing regular updates on the cases presented before it for investigation